So it's Harlow's birthday on Thursday. I close at work, and Alicia gets done at 6:30. And it's Tuesday, so we figured we'd take her out today. She wanted to go to Chuck E. Cheese. I'm 41 years old. I turned 42 years old this year. I've never in my life been to a Chuck E. Cheese. So, child wants to go. We take the child. And yes, I know we've done so many videos about how stressed out we are about money and everything, and it's true, we still are. That'll never change until I find a second job or a better job. All that being said, you still can't take everything away from yourself and from your family and from everything else. So we do find times and places to go and do things, and we figure out, which things are more important to go and do. And this, to me, is important to go and do with her. She wants to do this, let's go and do this, right? So, yeah, I'm just going to go to the bathroom. We're going to get out of here. I also have to try and figure out if I can find $40 a month for a security system, because it lowers... I should call my insurance and ask them if it actually lowers my monthly payments enough that it would actually... Ooh, it might. Okay, we're gonna go now. Let's all Chuck E. struck together. There's Harlow. Looking at Chuck E. Chuck E. Eden found the gun game. Of course he did. I didn't get to be part of that. What the hell? I really like it, like most things here. We have the old hardwood, but I really like things like this, right? The potato bin. Love it. Love it. I do have to fix, because we have some damage on it, but it's low on my list. So today we're doing a lot of odd jobs. One of the things we're doing is changing light bulbs in the house, because most of the house is either incandescent or compact fluorescent. So we have the LED bulbs. I know they're more expensive up front. I know they don't last for nearly as long as they say, but they still do last longer. I change them less often than an incandescent, and they do cost me less money than an incandescent in the long run. Short term, a lot more money. I won't deny it. But yeah, so we're doing this right now. We're going through the house. We're changing them all. I figured out the cause of this problem too, so we'll talk about that next. So most of the house has this type of light, and I don't know if you guys have ever dealt with them or not, but I hate them. Basically, all three of those are solid. One of them is spring-loaded, but it does get stuck, and you got to pull it to pull the shroud down. So she has a compact fluorescent up there and an LED, so I will have to change the compact fluorescent, but the reason we're in here is for this. So this is all the damage in the plaster, all the way down. Now most people would think, oh, it's from your upstairs or something because they opened it up. No, I figured it out. I did figure it out. So let's go for a walk. So we have figured it out. And the cause of the problem on that part of the house is actually this porch. This porch is our entire problem. I do not know if you can see it, and I could go and get my level for you, but it's on quite the angle there. And yeah, it's attached to the house, but from about here out, it is sinking. Now, Regina is in clay, and what they did was they basically used two 4x4s at this end didn't dig them down or put them on, well, they dug them down. They didn't put them on cement piers or anything. So they're sinking, and the whole weight of this is on a ledger board up against the house, and it's pulling out. And Harlow's room is right there, so it is damaging her room. And yes, I see this. This is all going to get repaired too. I'm going to take a picture of this color so I can color match it, and come back with a whole bunch of good stain, sand some stuff down, because every window needs it done. They just didn't take care of the house. It's a lot of sweat equity, but the house will be done well. There's my sump pump hose. I do have to buy another one so I can push it out further. I'm going to push it under the deck over to there somewhere, and then this downspout needs to get a extender on it to come out from the house because it's dropping right there. Stupid place for it to be dropping. We will not have that. My idea with this porch, Alicia's dad wanted to come and rebuild the porch. He wanted to rebuild a nice big porch and all that, and I'm like, you know what, I don't actually want a porch. Give me a staircase coming off this door, maybe with a little bit of a landing, just a tiny landing. Give me a staircase coming down. I can build a patio. I would rather have the patio and have more yard usage than this porch. This porch is useless to me. I got a free table out of moving here. This was already here. That was already there. This thing full of garbage was already here. This thing was already here. I actually have thought about turning this into a charcoal grill, but this is in really bad shape, and I don't know if it's worth trying to save. I don't know if I even feel safe eating off of this. I mean, there are ways to try and save it. So I know people like Brew Watts and all that are bigger on barbecues. Should I try and save this, guys? Should I turn it into a charcoal grill? I did buy a small propane grill, probably about half the size of this one, but I like charcoal as well. I was thinking about giving this away to somebody to take to the scrapyard, or thinking about turning it into a charcoal. So tell me, should I turn it into a charcoal? How do I turn it into a charcoal? So this guy here has why the fuck does it keep auto-focusing on my hand? We have some rotting going on along the bottom. They made that garage out of fucking OSB. It's pressboard. That's what it is. It's pressboard that they painted, and because the ground touches it, it's rotting. So we're gonna repaint it. I'm gonna Tyvek wrap the very bottom of it. I got the 3-foot high Tyvek, so we'll Tyvek the bottom 3 feet. And then I might actually kind of do like what he did, and then do the bottom of the garage with some siding, just to have something protecting it. I don't even know what type of siding I would use. I might even just buy like corrugated metal and put it there, and then put a caulking bead at the top and bottom. Well, not at the bottom, but at the top, and that should help protect it all. Yeah, we're working, right? We're working on little things today. So today I did something I don't normally do. As most of you know, when I talk about my former place of employment, I am open about everything that happened to me and my family, but I'm also fairly political about how I say things, because I try to give the positive side of the place as well as the negative sides, because there is pluses and negative minuses depending on who you are and what you're looking at doing. Today there was a post from one of my old grocery supervisors, who was like, we moved the produce over to this fridge, all of our smoked meats now in this fridge, come in and see the new fridges. And I responded with, and I shouldn't have, but I did. I responded. I was like, oh, well, hope nobody gets sick buying all that meat that you have in the fridges that are at 7 and 8 degrees Celsius all the time. And I got called out by my old place of employment for disparaging them. And yeah, I got we sent an electrician up to fix those. I thought, that's great. I was there for 18 months. You send an electrician up for 6 times to fix them. And they'd work for about a minute and a half, and then they'd go back to 7 and 8 degrees, because they are fucking from the like 70s. That's what they're old produce coolers from the 70s, and I would keep my produce in them solely because produce didn't need to be necessarily between 1 and 4 degrees. It could be at the 5, 6, 7. However, like ground beef and shit like that, it can't be. So, yeah, I got in trouble. And again, I normally don't say anything openly horrific about them unless I'm giving both sides of something. But this time I just dropped it. And I dropped it like it was hot, guys. The fuck is that going to? Sorry, I'm just seeing something that's going into my... Oh, it must just be... Oh, they must be using that for air or something, because that's weird. And that spot there isn't somewhere I should stand. Okay, so that's all I had to say about that. Yeah. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.